Hey everybody, it's Zero Gear Plus, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. If you guys have noticed, there's no face cam in this episode. Why is that? Well, before this episode actually starts, I'm just gonna sit here with the awesome Tower of Babel music to explain myself a little bit. I came to the revelation the other day that I really don't need face cam. I mean, is it a luxury? Yeah. Do a lot of famous Let's Players and just YouTubers period, use a face cam? Yeah. But I don't need it. To me, face cam users fall into one of two categories. Either horror genre gamers, or people that are completely full of themselves and just want people to see their face. I am neither of those. At least I don't want to be neither of those. I said this before in the past, and I'm gonna have to say it again because it keeps happening for whatever reason, but there came a time, very recently, that I forgot exactly what this channel stood for and what I do on this channel, so I'm taking it back to basics and doing what I need to do to get things done, because I don't need a reactionary cam. That's what face cam is. So, that's the reason, and pardon me if I, step on any toes, but Facecam is the reason why I don't watch Toby games, but do watch Markiplier. To Toby's advantage, there isn't any. It's just, here's my face. With Mark, it's like, with all the horror games and the odd games, just offhand that he plays, it's, games he plays, that Markiplier plays, either give way to one of two reactions. Either the, oh god, it's, fearing cringe, or the, okay, completely perplexed, weirded out look. Which, this game has neither of those for me. So after having taken the 2 minutes I needed to explain all this, let's continue! So in the last episode, which I tried recording 3 times by now... we lost Yang, and I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done with this place. I need to get past a certain area in the game, actually, to be just done with, the cursed part of this game that I don't want to worry about. Luckily, and another thing about Facecam, I'm just gonna keep touching upon this, but, there are a lot of hidden advantages that I didn't think about, with not using a Facecam. I mean, for one, I don't have to worry about how I look. I don't have to look perfect for you guys because I'm not using a Facecam. You can't see me. I don't have to do up my hair. Heck, I could be sitting in my recording studio naked for all you know, and you wouldn't know. Don't visualize that. You'll burn your eyes out. So, there's just a lot of advantages to not using a Facecam, and I like them. And another thing, well, after this, just give me a sec. Do-do-do-do-do-do, plot. Uh-oh. Fade into blue. We know what that means. You've entertained me quite a bit. Golbez, so you've chosen to play with your life this far. Playtime is over. You're not even here. So what are you gonna... Oh, an earthquake. We're already 10 feet from the door. Run! Run, run, run! Run as though your life depended on it! Why is there no sprint button? No! Ah, for the save! Right in the nick of time! God, I hate being so good! Sid! Ah, Sid, you've more than time and time again proven your awesomeness. Where's Yang? In order to stop the giant cannon, I'm not gonna cry about it anymore. Is that so? Yang. Who's the girl? A survivor from Myst. Her name is Rydia. I was gonna read it, and it made me laugh. I forgot that line was in here. Even though I've recorded this 3 times already. So it looks like the Red Wings are following us. How did they get... Well, actually, I can answer this question. I know how they're down here, but at the same time... Well, Golbez is occupying the Tower of Babel, which means that the Red Wings are both underground in the overworld. So that explains that. Why do you want me to take the wheel? Sid, what are you doing? When the Enterprise breaks the surface, I'll seal off the hole with this bomb! Oh, you mean you're just gonna drop it? I mean, like, why couldn't you have Cain do it? Rosa, what do you mean, not you too? And Sid, what must you do? I don't... No, you're not gonna... Sid, you can just drop it! Just drop it! Just drop it! Do not... We... Mm-hmm. You do that. I really like the... I forgot about this line. Might as well read it. The airship engineer Sid has something for you, as well as my middle finger. I really like the DS scene for this. It's really cool. I like it a lot. It's probably one of my favorite scenes in the DS version of this game. But it can only be number 2. I'll talk more about number 1 when we get there. It's actually sooner than you might think. One after another, people keep dying. See, I would be more torn up about this, but I've had to experience it 3 times already. I just want to be able to get done and not have to worry about it. So now, for Sid's sake, we're gonna head to Baron, and like he was telling us, we're gonna have to talk to his boys there, and he'll hook us up. They'll hook us up with some new equipment. Well, not new equipment, but they'll be able to upgrade the hovercraft, which, the fact that we can fly over... It did this to me last time! The fact that we can fly over lava is a feat in itself, so I don't really know how they can really advance the airship further. But Sid knows his airships, and these are his underlings, so I guess they'd know about how to upgrade this thing more than me. I will never get sick of the Baron Castle music. And something... I don't know why, I just felt like pressing that button. Before I talk to them, though, there's something I want to do that I didn't do in my previous takes, and I just feel like touching upon it now. So we went down here when we came back to Baron for the first time and fight Cagnazzo, but we didn't go down here. If we did, at that point, we'd be stopped right about here and said, go turn back or whatever. It's like, you're not worthy. But if we go down here, there's a throne there. Cecil. Your Majesty? He's alive? Go to the land of the Phantom Beasts and return here. Your Majesty! And he disappeared. Well, that was helpful in every way, shape, and form imaginable. Well, it's just a small thing. Because there comes a point later in the game... Oh, spoilers! This is a free-roaming game at some point. There's a side quest later where you can go to the Passage of Eidolons and you can take care of stuff, and... yeah. Of course, I've never play-tested this version up to that point, so that'll be a first-time experience for both of us. For all of us, because I know more than just 2 people are watching. Myself included. Oh, coming back to Facecam, another thing I wanted to touch upon that I completely forgot about in these last couple seconds, and this is probably the most important one. I didn't talk to the engineers. I can talk about this while I'm talking to them, or talking over them with this information or whatever. As far as Facecam is concerned, I know both, well, Let's Players in general. Great Let's Players. Both people that I know personally and those that I don't know personally have either never used Facecam or have never shown their face to their audience, period. My inspiration for Let's Playing H.C. Bailey, it took him like 4 or 5 years to show his face to the populace. That's how long it took. It took me a matter of months. So talk about just like obscurity with who you are. But it's like a lot of Let's Players that I know, they just don't use Facecam. Both friends of mine and not friends of mine. Just people I know personally and others that I don't. Famous and not so famous alike. Some of the best Let's Players just don't use it. And not that I want to be mainstream. Well, I guess I was trying to be more mainstream by using Facecam, actually, when it comes down to it. But like I said before, in all candor, I don't need it. And we can pick up the hovercraft now. Yay! But the problem with this is you have to fly, you have to be hovering over the hovercraft. Yeah, Sid's in Otherworld. We can wish it back with the Dragon Balls. He hasn't died yet. And I mean, like, he didn't die of natural causes, so if you guys can remember, the hovercraft's right here. And that took me only 2 tries. Wonder bars. Usually takes me about 7. You have to be hovering right over the thing, like properly, or it doesn't work. You'll land right next to it or whatever. So anyway, with this we can go places, and we can go back to the Tower of Babel. And the only other way into the Tower of Babel is right here. Now, a lot of my episodes thus far have not been that long. I mean, like the last 4 or 5 have been about 10 to 14 minutes long. I'm going to go for a significantly longer episode today, considering the fact that, both A, I've had short episodes up to this point, and B, I haven't recorded Final Fantasy IV and uploaded it in quite a few days. So we're just gonna do this. But before doing this, just to make things easier, you're gonna want to equip your guys with their flame equipment, and I'll touch upon why when it becomes more pertinent, and that'll only be in a couple seconds. But just do it to save yourself some time. So this is the Cave of Ablana, and we're going to start by going through a secret passage, get a shuriken, and going through another secret passage, getting a medicine. Still don't know what that does, but I don't really care. I guess that's the remedy versus the unicorn horn, which does a couple things. Jeez. But the flame equipment will become important in a second, just assuming I find the right combat. We get a Vamp Fang, which casts Drain on an enemy. It's pointless. I don't use it. I'll probably sell it the first chance I get. So that was the long way. We could have gone a shorter way, and here we go, Bloody Bats. These guys are weak to fire! Great, inflict sap status on me. I don't care. So, they're actually going to be quad weak to anything Kain does. Well, quad weak to Kain's Fire Spear, because it's both fire and throw element. So that's nice, and it dealt less damage, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, actually. It's probably... I should be doing something. I'm gonna use... can you become a pig? No? That's fine. They're gonna be weak to bow and arrow, because that's also throw elemental. Even though it's ice. Well, I guess they're just getting weird rolls for their attack multipliers. They are flying enemies, so they might have higher EV. Like I was saying, there are two paths. I took the longer one so I could get some treasure. Some treasure! Oh, great, I'm reviving my H.C. Baileyisms. Who's there? Oh, it's a human. Well, I should hope we look human. I mean, we certainly don't look like the iron dresses and the bats that are outside. I mean, what? You're looking at me like I'm from another planet. Come on. Like, that's real. So here we at the inn in the item shop. I'm gonna sell a couple things. I'm gonna do this on screen. I don't care. It'll go nice and fast. Okay, let's keep going. I could stay at the end. Do we need it? No, I haven't even cast magic yet. I'm not worried. So up here, this is the more important spot to be right now. This is the weapons and armor shop. So I'm going to want to buy a piece of ice armor for later and a black robe for Rydia, just because it's strictly better. I think that enhances her wisdom, so 43, I think it gives 5 wisdom. So that'll boost her up to another attack multiplier, or black magic multiplier, if the case is what I think it is. And it is, so she's now up to 6 black magic multipliers, and let's see what we have in the weapons department. We have a power rod, which I don't really care about, kunais, which nobody can use, and I'm going to want to pick up a boomerang just for later. You know why! Is that killer bow any better than... Oh god, the great bow. Absolutely. Equip that. Yeah. Look at that. I'm gonna sell this great bow. It's a piece of crap now. I don't need it anymore. There it is. So that ice armor, I can talk about this. The ice armor is gonna be useful later because it's got more basic defense than the fire armor does. So, next opportunity I get, when I can, actually, I'm going to want to pick up another flame shield for Cecil, because I think he's using the fire armor right now? Yeah, he's using the flame mail and an ice shield. I'm going to want to give him a flame shield and ice armor, just because the defense will be better. And certainly, I don't want to give, like, ice and ice, because then he'll be weak to ice, whereas... And I talked about all this already. So here we get a potion. Young Master. King and Queen were captured, and I'm assuming they'd be either... Our Master's foul-mouthed, temperamental, but honorable. Great. One of those. This kid's hopeless. the end of the ninjas, so it looks like ninjas are what inhabit. Did I do that? No, I didn't! And I did this in multiple takes, and I had to undo it. Okay, so it took me forever to do this, but I'm changing Kane's name to starting with a K. I wanted to do this since the beginning of the game, and I kept forgetting. Because since Cecil and Kane are starting both with C, at a quick glance, I can't tell which one's which, so I might give the wrong voice to the wrong person. So, obviously, if I can't confuse C with K, even though they occasionally make the same noise, but whatever. Here we're getting Ether. So, we're gonna get back into the monster territory. Keep your fire equipment handy. Oh, Skull Jars. And First Strike. Might as well fight this fight. Yeah, they're super weak to fire. Can I make you a pig? I just want to pigify something today. No? Fine. I'm gonna heal you to life. I didn't mean to do that. You're gonna heal one of us, aren't you? You're gonna heal Cecil and he doesn't need it. Great. Forgot to move the reticule over the guy, but that's okay. We completely tanked him because Cecil's awesome. Cecil gained a level and he learned Asuna, which means he's probably level 20 now? Whoa, I'd expect him to have been 20 a long time ago. Oh, 24. I thought you learned... That's teleport. I'm an idiot. I lied. So here we get a tent. Young Master went on alone. Well, if he's a ninja, I'm sure he can handle himself, because, I mean, he's royalty. He's obviously gotten the better training and treatment than you idiots. I really like ninjas. Ninjas versus pirates, ninjas win every day. Stop our young master. Why? Seems to be doing... If I haven't found him yet, he's doing okay. Don't go left, there's nothing over there. I have fallen for that trap many a time. You're gonna get a bomb spirit, I'm gonna want to sell that at my earliest possible convenience, and hey-yo! You know the shuriken? New guys. Hello, Bloody Bones. Blood and Bones. Brom Bones. Anybody else see Sleepy Hollow when they were a kid? And if they did, was it as terrifying as I thought it was? Just that demonic laugh of the Headless Horseman. It was amazing. It scared us. As well it should have. I guess that was really the aim for, you know, entertainment back then. But that draws up a good question. Is it wise to scare the crap out of our younger generation? I don't think so. But I don't have kids, so how would I know? Nor do I plan to have any. God, we do not need any more me's roaming the earth, because they'll be me, but worse, and I'm okay. You don't need my messed up genetics and then somebody else's messed up genetics to make an even worse end product. Oh, new guy. I didn't think I could find you in a random battle. So here we have a steel golem. Well, you guys remember him. We fought him at Eblan Castle a long time ago. Yeah, I guess it's worth showing this fight now, because nobody's going to remember who this guy is. Being a golem and rockish type character, he's going to be weak to ice! And he can hit you and make you fall asleep. Are you weak to ice? Because technically steel's in your name, which would be weak to fire. But let's see. If you're not weak to blizzard, I'm going to start... Yeah, you're weak to blizzard. Some just tells me you're weak to blizzard, so I'm going to want to switch over to my blizzard spear, since Cecil's asleep there. Yeah, that's nice. Gain the game to level. Yay! Well, we still haven't found that prince yet, so he's pretty... obviously sitting pretty as far as his power goes. When the young master gets angry, he becomes very powerful. Oh, great, he's a Dragon Ball Z character! Just what I was hoping for. And here we get some Spider Silk. I have not been using my Spider Silk, by the way. I've been using my Bacchus Wine the way I want to, but not my Spider Silk. We're gonna want to heal up Kane quite a bit. He's taking a bit of a beating. Cecil, too. Not just everybody is like a catch-all. Did I even get everybody? I don't think I did. Doesn't matter, we're doing okay. Man, Cecil's gaining levels like no one's business. We get a Phoenix down, another Phoenix down, and a Silver Hourglass. I was hoping for another Phoenix down, but whatever. yet another added bonus to not using Facecam is you can't hear my cats fighting in the background! So we go up here now, and we grab I think this is our... Yes, this is our last treasure. Well, it's technically not, but I'll delve more deeply into that next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. So, if you like this video, be sure to click the like button and the subscribe button. And if you want to watch the previous episode, you can click that annotation in the next episode if you're watching this episode in the future. So, this has been Zero Gear Plus, and I'm not using Facecam for a long time, if ever again. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode, where, guess what, there's not going to be any Facecam. But also, we're going to be doing big things, important things, favorite things, awesome things.